discarding the allegations levelled against the government. Union IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has said a similar notification has also been sent in 150 different countries. Claiming that Apple has encrypted and secure system, Ashwini Vaishnav has lashed out at those who desperately find a reason, he says, to criticize the government. He further suggested that the opposition leaders must file FIR and take up the issue with Apple. The development comes after several opposition leaders, including TMC MP Mahua, Moitra, Shiv Sena, UBD leader Priyanka Chaturvedi and Congress leaders Pawan Khera, Shashi Tharoor had said they had received messages from Apple on their phones and emails warning that the state-sponsored attackers may be targeting their iPhone. Following the claim, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi slammed the centre and said that he was ready to submit his phone for investigation. Meanwhile, Apple too has issued a clarification saying that some alerts might be false, adding that they can't provide any specific reason for alerts.
There are many compulsive critics in our country. Their only job is to criticize the government as and when they wake up, as and when they find an opportunity. You must have all seen the advisory issued by Apple. This is a vague advisory. It is based on certain estimations that they have done. Apple has already clarified that their encryption system is of highest possible order. They have also clarified and issued a statement saying that this kind of advisory has been issued in 150 countries. Friends, these compulsive critics, they have only one habit. Whenever they don't have any major issue, the only thing they'll say is surveillance.
तो ये आपको झूठे भविष्य का वायदा करते हैं और जो आपका धन है आपके आंखों के सामने आपसे छीन के ले जा रहे हैं। यह हिंदुस्तान की आज सच्चाई है। कम लोग हैं जो इसके खिलाफ लड़ रहे हैं, मगर हम डरने वाले नहीं हैं, हम लड़ने वाले लोग हैं। हम पीछे नहीं हटेंगे। जितनी टैपिंग करनी है कर लो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। मुझे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। अगर आपको मेरा फोन चाहिए मैं दे देता हूं, आपको उठा के ले लो।
एप्पल को प्रोटेस्ट क्यों नहीं करते? एप्पल से बात करें, व्हाट इज दिस मैटर। लेकिन जहां तक मैं अपने अनुभव से कह सकता हूं, कोई भी टेलीफोन कंपनी ऐसा नहीं कहती है। बात समझ गए आप? अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है तो सबसे पहले वो खुद सर्टिन के पास आती है, जो क्विक रिस्पांस टीम है, वहां वो बताती है कि ये कुछ है, इसको देखिए, और उसके बाद होता है। तो यहां तो कमाल है, उन्हीं को मिला और प्रेस में गए। हिम्मत है तो चले जाए, एफआईआर कर दें।
I have been holding the government to account. I'm asking some questions from my government with regards to the Adani corruption or with regards to the Pegasus issue or various other issues that impact the daily lives of our citizens. And it is a well-known fact, it's a well-recorded fact, and it went up to the Supreme Court, the issue of Pegasus, how journalists were being targeted, and it has been, part of investigative stories. This is happening. So it is for them to tell me whether, they will allow me to discharge my duties as a parliamentarian, as a member of the opposition, or they would want to silence every single voice which speaks up against the government. So this is for them, but it is pretty clear that as a vocal opponent, the attack is directed at us, and going by the numbers, sheer numbers of people who are coming forward to say this from the opposition shows this is an attempt at mass surveillance.
Government of India is very clear that freedom of expression, privacy, and all civil liberties must be respected and also protected. That's why those people who are doing illegal acts, working against the interests of the country, they will be complaining about all this thing. We are very clear, we are not like Congress party and other people who will do illegal acts. We follow the rules.
मैसेज बता रहा है कि आपका स्टेट एजेंसी या स्टेट की तरफ से हैक किया जा रहा है या जासूसी की जा रही है। तो बड़े दुख की बात है, आज हमारे डेमोक्रेसी में, लोकतंत्र में आज़ादी और आपकी प्राइवेसी को भी ये किस लिए उसको खत्म करना चाहते हैं। आखिरकार जासूसी किस लिए? और इस सीमा तक कि जो पार्टी के बड़े नेता हैं, पार्टियों के बड़े नेता हैं, उनके मोबाइल सर्वेलेंस में ले लिए जाएं, उनकी जानकारी हो जाए।
न यहाँ कोई जासूसी का जेम्स बॉन्ड है और न बगिंग का बाहुबली। इसलिए जो है वो न किसी को डरने की जरूरत है न डराने की। हर 6 महीने में आप कहेंगे कि हमारी जासूसी हो रही है। आप क्या छिपाना चाहते हैं? क्या छिपाने के लिए आपके पास है? जब आप एकदम ट्रांसपेरेंट हैं तो जो एप्रोप्रिएट एजेंसी है उसको अपना मोबाइल दे दीजिए, वो जेम्स बॉन्ड को निकाल करके पकड़ करके आपको थमा देगा।
These are baseless allegations. Apple has clarified. This is a notification that says sent out to users across 150 countries. What does the government of India has to do with it? And the opposition must be delusional to think that the government of India wants to snoop on them. Clearly what Rahul Gandhi does, who he meets in foreign countries, the George Soros network, people who host him, his visits to countries like Uzbekistan in the middle of election season is all known to people of this country. His foreign visits are under huge cloud. So for the Congress to allege that there is snooping because the government wants to know something that they're doing is preposterous. And if you're so concerned, why don't you go file an FIR? Why don't you submit your phones for investigation and cooperate? When the Supreme Court had taken up the Pegasus matter, you did not. But you want to use every opportunity to hurl allegations at the government and then run away. This is not how public discourse works, and that is why Rahul Gandhi really has no credibility. Who takes him seriously?
So what was this drama really all about? Was it actually a hack attack or was it a false alarm that was raised is the big question here. Now, threat notifications are designed essentially to assist users is what Apple has said. Information to users who may have been targeted by state-backed attackers. That's a statement that has been released by Apple. State-sponsored attacks harder to detect and prevent. Also, state-sponsored attacks are highly complex is what Apple essentially has said in a statement. Also, Apple goes on to talk about the fact that they're unable to provide information on what causes us to issue threat notice. Why do they do it? They say we can't tell you. Possible that some Apple threat notifications may be false alarms. That's what Apple has said, that maybe even this one was a false alarm. That really happens sometimes. That's what Apple essentially has said on the threat notification that was sent to so many members of parliament and leaders of opposition parties. This is how Apple is explaining as to what really went wrong. The government, of course, says 150 countries have got it, and there are just a handful of people in India who are making a ruckus about it.